up, everybody? It's HTG Brian here. We are back with Chapter 13, Secrets for Lego City Undercover. This bad boy actually has two special assignments, number 13 and 14, one called Disruptive Behavior, the other one called Breaking and Re-Entering, and these are both stories, so we're going to keep the collectibles to a minimum, but we do get a couple of gold bricks, as well as a trophy achievement for completing the chapter. So let's go ahead and, well, we got to continue the story. We're picking up right where we left off, and it's kind of weird because we've completed Chapter 12, but we're not quite into Chapter 13, so we've got a little bit of cutscenes to check out and a little bit of dirty work to do. So let's go ahead and take a call from Ellie and see what's in store.
I should know the location of their base soon.
That's great, Chase. What's holding you up?
My contact in Rex's gang wants me to do something up at the observatory first. But you could give Natalia the good news. If Rex has her dad, their base is where he'll be.
Well, I'll try, but I just got her answer machine. I think she's sick of me reminding her to walk my dog.
I'll call her myself later then.
All right, so we actually knew where we needed to go. We were telling Ellie we have to go to the observatory up in Paradise Sands. Now, luckily for us, there is a vehicle waiting close by, as it is a long journey on foot. However, this guy is quite slow and does not have the old turbo. So we're going to try to pull in front of this guy and see if we can find a vehicle with a little bit more pep to it. And unfortunately, this one does not have turbo either, so whap, whap, whap. But it's got some hops. Look at that. Woo to the who. Basically, we just need to get to that observatory. It doesn't matter which type of vehicle. In fact, there's a vehicle calling station. If you want to spend some of your buildable bricks, you could probably pull up that. And who knows, you could even call in a chopper. Along the way, though, we're going to smash and grab studs and a whole bunch of buildable bricks. Those, you know, those ones we're going to use for super builds. But look at this. We've got a car, and oh no! Strike 3. No turbo here either. But, hey, it's got red on it, so it's a nice fancy color. Kind of feels like a sports car anyways. All right, we're following the old yellow brick road, or I guess it's the greenish brick road. And we're going to go up and around all the way, and we're almost to that observatory. And when we get here, we've got a little task that needs to be done. We got to pull out our drill, but I've said too much already.
Right. Rex wants us to steal the telescope out of the observatory.
Yeah, Rex does love, astrology?
Ha! It ain't for Rex. It's something for the old man, ain't it?
Right. The old man.
Well, what are you waiting for? You got a pneumatic drill from that construction place, right? Use that!
All right, we're going to snag that telescope inside the observatory. But first, we got to use our drill and get some of these pieces out of here. Hey, if you guys have not already, we would greatly appreciate it if you click that subscribe button. You know, as well as we know, that would be awesome. So, hey, once you get all 16, it actually takes us into another cutscene where old Afro Joe takes the car around back, you know?
Great! I'll drive the truck around back. Now I gotta fix the crane. I may have damaged it on the way up here. Keep an eye out for company. And if you see any, deal with them.
Yeah. Oh, snap! It's the Kappas! All right, well, we can go ahead and shake things up a little bit. Look at that. I was hoping I would take them all down, and it kind of does, but you still got to get your cha-cha-cha-cha-cha on. And, of course, all of these guys do require some handcuffs, so make sure that you do give them the old cuffaroonies once you get them on the ground. So I highly recommend using the counter-attack button, which for us is the old triangle. And look at that, the old head spin to boogaloo at the end there. Love that little kick action, but ooh, more words.
Practicing, Jimmy? Anyway, I got this hunk of junk all fixed up. We gotta get the observatory's roof open, because I doubt that telescope is gonna fit through the front door.
Boy, there is a lot of little stuff that we're having to do here. But look, luckily for us, we got a key here, and there's a bouncing green arrow. I guess it's not bouncing, but there it is. Once I put the key in the slot, it started bouncing. That was kind of backwards. Anyhow, we got it in, and we are up top now, and we just need to make sure we have our construction outfit on so we can go ahead and repair this fuse box here. So once we get that all open, look at that. We have access inside now. We just have to hop on over to that crane and steal that telescope, man. Look at that. It's laying down all nice and pretty, perfect for us. Look at this guy. He doesn't have a clue. What's he say? He's got, oh, you got to get, yeah, he's just telling us we got to get that on the back. So we already know that. I just told everybody that, man. Where were you? But, all right, so hop in the old crane by jumping down and, of course, pressing the icon indicated. For us, it was triangle. I suppose it could be Y for you. Why do you ask? Well, you might be playing on the Xbox. Oh, me and my terrible wordplay. My bad. I'll keep that to a minimum from here on out, I promise. But, all right, pick up the old spot. I think I had to push the square button to go ahead and lift it up and get it out of there. Maybe it was X. I'm not sure. But either way, press a couple of buttons if you're having trouble. And we got it all loaded up now, and we are out of here. Now, there is a segment coming up here where, oh, yep, it's right here. This is madness. I actually had to do this. I'm not even kidding. I had to do this like 7 or 8 times. So, this little cinematic kicks off, and the cops are chasing us, and it's up to us to follow Eddie up there in the blue, I guess it's a, I don't know, cash car or something, some sort of a armored truck, and we're going to follow him and that bouncing green arrow. But see, the problem is we only have 4 hearts, and we're being chased. Now, and for me, what ended up being the issue, it wasn't my 4 hearts. It was actually Eddie up in front of me who kept getting destroyed. And I'll point it out where it happened. And I tried multiple things. I tried taking different routes. I tried multiple things, and I had zero luck. I actually, in the end, I just completely got lucky and made it. Now, see, I'm right about here. I'm starting to worry because I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys are just tag teaming me here, and I have no hope. But I know a little shortcut here, off to the right. Through the trees we go, and look at that, both of those guys crash, and I actually am able to escape, and then it takes us up over the bridge into another cinematic. So this is not the problem yet. It's actually on the back country that we're coming up on. See, he actually gets ahead of us coming up here, and when he gets all around in the twisty turns, he ends up playing a little bit of game of car ramrod with another vehicle, and he seems to lose. Now, you might notice too that all these vehicles are turning around, and I couldn't figure it out for the first couple of times either, but it's because that bridge is up, and they have nowhere else to go. So they're just being rerouted, turning around, making the traffic a little bit thicker for us. But you can see here, all right, so this is where it starts to get a little squirrely for the driver. But then once you get on this bridge here, look at him take off, and he is out of here. And luckily, I kind of caught him. And you can see you can go down the hill there to the right, which I tried, but that didn't seem to help him at all. I actually got ahead of him, and he got stuck, and that was a waste of a turn on that particular attempt. But look at me. I have 1 heart left, and yes, no such luck. But right there when he turns to the right, he kept crashing into other cars, and he would blow up. And so basically, I would get almost all the way to the end of this journey, and then he would die. And it was, like I said, it was out of my control, so I had to keep doing it. But eventually, I made it, and boy, I was wiping the sweat off my forehead as we made our twists and turns down this tunnel here. But yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to a little cinematic moment, and then it takes us to a cutscene, I do believe. Oh, cue the cinematics. Oh, look at that motor pumping. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at that. We barely made it in there. So luckily the telescope's in one piece. And once them doors close, look at that. Chapter 13. Woo to the who. So that's good news. We're going to go ahead and launch right into a special assignment called Disruptive Behavior. And don't worry, it's actually quite a long level. And this is one of the last long chapters. The next couple are actually quite short. So let's go ahead and see what the cutscenes got in store for us and gets to getting.
It's all proceeding to schedule.
Huh?
Good. And the final shipment. Just arrived. Excellent. All we need now is the password for the professor's device. I could soften him up. No need. My men have finally secured the leverage we have been pursuing.
Boss!
Oh, I'm sorry, that's just funny.
Boss, your camera's at the wrong angle again.
What? Botherations. Technology.
And it's making your voice go funny.
I'll call you later.
Professor? That must be Professor Kowalski. Oh, how lucky was I to overhear that, eh?
That's the truck the imposter was driving.
Uh-oh, I think my cover's blown.
He's gotta be here somewhere. Find him.
That was close. I hate you, elevator.
All right, so I know I've brought this up before, but it's kind of ironic, because as of right now, we have to rescue Professor Kowalski, right? Now, I've been telling you this whole time that for whatever reason, this guy playing the voice of Chase McCain, whoever he is, I believe his name is Joseph May, I think? I'd have to look that up again. But whoever he is, he sounds like somebody I have listened to and heard in other, like, animations, movies, whatever you may, consider a voice acting situation. But I couldn't figure it out, and then it hit me. He sounds like Kowalski from the Penguins of Madagascar. Does he not? Or maybe it's not Kowalski, but it's one of those penguins. He's always yelling at Kowalski. And you know what I mean? And I think Kowalski has kind of a high pitch. It's the guy, the main guy. So I guess like the connection for me was the name Kowalski. But all right, we took out 4 bad guys, and then we moved on over to the right, and we noticed this giant box that we smashed, and inside was a crate of parts that actually needed to be taken over to this green base plate. Now, joke's on me, because I was looking at my notes when I flipped that switch, and I didn't see the door open. I thought that whole glass window was supposed to open, and look at me, I'm like struggling trying to get in. Somehow, I don't see that door. I'm like looking at my notes and looking at the screen, trying to control. I mean, talk about noob of the week moment right there. Like, seriously. So I actually trudged around looking for something else to smash, and I'm kind of looking at my notes right now too. I'm basically buying myself time is what I'm doing. But in the end, I'm like, wait, there's a door? Wait a minute, where's the door? Oh, there's a vent here, and I ride that up and catch a bluesy, and then I say, oh, there's the door. Derp, derp. So I walk inside, and I stand on the old icon there, and look at that. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a long journey down. In fact, it's a lot longer than it seems too, because watch how long I fall. I plummet to my doom. In fact, I'm pretty sure they actually use my words. Like, I know I don't have those trademarked or anything, but I often use that. And, it's always fun to hear, like, my phrases in the games. Like, I'm sure they're not using my phrases to, like, toot my horn. I'm sure they're just coincidence, but regardless, it's kind of fun to think, but maybe, just maybe, they're, another one in the bag. That's, again, not my coin. I don't own that phrase. I didn't create it. Oh, watch out for that satellite. But, Wild Style says it a whole bunch in the Lego movie video game. Now, just little certain things like that, a little yellow and black painted. I like, hey, yellow, white, and black is definitely our colors. And all right, so we are plummeting to our doom, and we are getting shot at by laser beams. We're smacking into satellites. There are laser beams coming up here too that we got to avoid. Look at that, high energy beams. And I feel like I avoid most of these, but a couple of them I die and respawn. But it's nice because the respawn doesn't make you start all the way at the top. Like, that is the worst when games make you have to do all of this in one fell swoop. Now I'm failed right there, and that's swoop, huh? But all right, we're almost to the bottom, I promise. And once we get down there, now keep in mind too, you can actually slow your roll or speed up. And hey, on that note too, you can also head on over to Instagram.com/HappyThumbsGaming and click that follow button too, as we have all sorts of cool pictures, information, links to our videos, and things there too. So hey, we got all sorts of social media things going on, and we encourage you to follow us and converse with us. Now, all right, we have officially landed. We had to hop ourselves out of the water, and we noticed this spice crate over here in the corner, and I do believe I messed this one up. No, there's one coming up. I don't remember which level it is, but again, another situation where I'm looking at my notes to see what's ahead, and I forget. Wait a minute, I have to remember what the color pattern is here. But in this case, we get the color pattern correct, and it beams down a stick of dynamite. So switch on over to your mining outfit, and then take it right on over to that brown barrel with the green arrow above it, and watch it go kablooey. That's right, to the moon. Actually, it's not to the moon in this case. We're gonna go to the moon here in a little bit. Pretty cool stuff, if I do say so myself. Now, some bad guys. Mohawks, no Mohawks, whichever way you look at it, you got to toss them down and cuff and stuff them. That's right. Oh, come on, man. See, it's so inconsistent with the fights. Often it makes you have that little cool little fight at the end, you know, like you get that moment that, I guess it's a cinematic moment. I don't know. It's kind of confusing if I call it that. But anyhow, just smash the box and build the parts. We'll get back to my comments later about complaints on the fight. What is that, Napoleon? What's going on here? Who is this guy? And, all right, we're going to pick him up with a crane. Ooh, the claw grabbed and tossed him out of there. We didn't need him anyways. But what we do need is this giant missile on the side of the submarine. So we're going to grab that, and let's see here. Remember I was talking about shooting the moon? We are going to do that here soon enough. Look at this. I'm still not sure who that is. One of you guys probably knows. There's probably a reference I'm missing somewhere, and, you know, he may just be a submarine captain of some sort. I don't know, but I would imagine I'm missing something. So drop a comment down below if you happen to know what's going on. And speaking of going on, what's going on? I forgot to switch on over to my construction outfit, which gave me the old shockaroony. Look at this. This does not look safe. Boys and girls, do not try this at home. Yeah, look at that. He jumps off. Like, why did he even hop on to begin with? That, I mean, I guess he's a thrill seeker. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Oh, and you gotta love those space guys. When you shoot them, they cringe and fall over, but they don't go away. So you gotta give them the old cha 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 cha. So throw them off into the water, or you know, of course, you could throw them into each other. And I believe that they eventually fly away. Yes. All right. Cool. We got some fires at the end of the walkway here. Certainly can put those out, but it looks like we can sneak on by them. Nope. We need to put them out. I do believe. Nope. Wait. What do we got? Come on. Stand right on top and put it out. We didn't start the fire, so we left. That's right. Little Bruce Hornsby for you. All right, this rocket, I'm not sure why it was patiently waiting for us in the elevator, but hey, I guess we can appreciate that. Once we arrive in the next area, we've got a whole bunch more bad guys. We got space guys and we got Mohawk guys. And it doesn't matter which order you take them out in, all of them need to be cuffed and stuffed, though. So make sure you pick them up, toss them around, and then toss those cuffs on them quickly, as I missed out. That guy, he kind of respawned on me, so now I got to deal with him one more time. All right, get your spam on. I highly suggest picking one of these guys up and tossing them in another, as it kind of is a 2-for-1 situation. And in some situations, if you're tossing an astronaut and another astronaut, it doesn't always work that way. The space guys are a little bit more, I don't know, resilient, I guess. Ooh, there's a blue stud down there. Kind of maybe indicating we might go down there. Oh, and I gave him the old flying crane kick, although I don't really like those final animations. Well, they're cool to look at, but they're just time-consuming at this point. Like, we just took out like 7 guys. Do we need to, like, I don't know. Anyway. Crowbar your way into that back wall there. And look at that. We've got a box that we can destroy and build into a ladder. That was handy. And speaking of hands, we're going to use our hands and feet to climb up to the next level here. And we see that we've got a red spot on the wall. So we need a color swapper. And as luck would have it, there happens to be one right outside on this little balcony. But we need to chop our way in this door. So that's right, get your chop on. And once we're inside, over on the far right side of the room, we see there's a couple of chairs. I don't know why they were hanging out around the old color swapper, but apparently some good stories have been told around color swappers, or so I am told. All right, so we got the green. We're going to go ahead and shoot the red on it. And look at that, though, opens the door. Inside, we've got ourselves, what is that? Is that a jetpack? Da, 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 da. Yes, it is. It's my very own jetpack. Now, there is a purple stud right up above us right now, and I love me some purple studs. You guys all know that. But here's the weird thing. I couldn't get it. I don't know if I'm just, apparently I don't have the hops that I need in order to get up there. Let's see here. See, watch, I'll pan the camera up so you can see it, because I'm not just telling stories. It's there, I promise. Oh, see it? See it? Told you. Yeah, I couldn't get it, though, and I couldn't get the jetpack to work. Well, that's probably because, guess what? You need to switch on over to the old astronaut. See, it takes me a second to figure that out, because it doesn't really tell us that. However, look at that. Soon as we figure it out, it's just kind of like the old chicken. There's a spot on the ground. You walk up to it. You press the icon indicated. It actually gives you a couple of rings. And then guess what? You can drop down in this area. Now, I thought I messed up. I honestly did. I thought I totally... Like, I was starting to panic. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. I got to be way over there. I must have missed something. Something went wrong somewhere. How am I going to get back over there? Now, watch this, though. I get up over here. Oh, there's that gate in the blue stud. Remember I said we were going to have to go down that way? So I get all the way back up there. I climb up the ladder, and I could have edited all of this out. But I wanted to just show you guys, like, when I get up here again, I'm positive that there has to be, like, another ring that I missed. Like, maybe I let go of the button for the jetpack or something. And so I spawn the old rings again, and look, there's nowhere for me to go. So as it turns out, guess what? I had to drop down here. In fact, I'm supposed to go right on over to where those studs are leading up and over. But first, we're going to come out and get a couple of studs hanging out here. Now, eventually, we're going to come out this way, and that's kind of our way out of here. But not yet. We have to do some things first. And did you notice that handle over in that room? That might come in handy. And, all right, so here we go. We've made our way up to the far right side using the old jetpack. Now, keep in mind, in case you forgot like I did, you need to have the astronaut out in order to take advantage of that jetpack. Unfortunately, the Robber Edition and other types of Chase McCain do not work for the jetpack. So, all right, so we got a silver box there. We got a couple of bad guys, one with a mohawk, one with a faux hawk. I'm going to go ahead and toss him right on over the edge. And what about this guy? Unfortunately, I can't pick him up. It goes to that cinematic again. He tried to sumo me. I still don't understand why these little skinny guys are trying to do the old sumo dance. But anyhow, we free ourselves from that. I got lucky there. Look at that. I should have fallen to my doom, but I didn't. I made it with the jetpack. And, okay, so we got to use it to get across here. And once we get over here, we got this weird conveyor belt thing. We're going to go ahead and turn it on, and look at that. Smash! And we got a bunch of buildable bricks. Now, I wonder what they are going to turn into. Any guesses? Well, we needed some silver brickage to be destroyed. Oh, look at that. It's dynamite! So we'll go ahead and switch it back over to our mining outfit and pull out that token and get some dynamite from it. So go ahead and pick that up, and then now you're going to have to switch back on over to the astronaut to go ahead and fly back over across these gaps. Now, you probably noticed, too, I also snuck in behind that box, found a couple of bluesies and a purple twosie. You might want to grab those. I don't know if you're trying to get a Real City Hero requirement or not, but, oh, look at me. I totally dropped down. I shouldn't have dropped down. And the green arrow is reminding me, hey, Brian, the spot is up here. So go ahead and slam dunk that in there. Woohoo! And watch it go. Boom! And of course, it drops down and gives us access to some more buildable bricks, which will allow us to get to a higher level. But unfortunately, the cavalry gets brought in too. But they get dealt with. You know what really grinds my gears? In this case, it was a couple of astronauts. But look at that. So, no such luck on our way out of here. But, never fear, we've got some bricks, like I already mentioned. And look at this. We got ourselves a teleporter. So, we're going to go ahead and beam ourselves up. Where is it going to take us, though? That is the real question. Oh, into that room with the handle. Remember, I told you this was going to come in handy. And as soon as you step on that switch, it actually removes the old laser beam shield, preventing you from getting in and out of that room. And now look at that. We have access to get right out here. And we've got ourselves a jetpack spot. There's a couple of bad guys there, too. You can choose to hang out and take them out, or I'm just going to dip out and fly across to this spot over here. So check it out. Once we get out here, we slap the handle on, flip it down, and check it out. Whoa! Good thing we weren't standing on that when it plummeted. But, all right, another hover spot. So we'll go ahead and hover our way across by using the old jetpack. And one last time, we got to go ahead and spawn it by hitting the circle or B button. And then, of course, jumping out and holding that down to keep that jetpack a-rolling. All right, we see another silver crate. Do we need some more dynamite, perhaps? Well, we got a couple of bad guys we got to deal with first. I love it. Look at that. Walk like an Egyptian. Kind of looked like he was doing some sort of weird, hey-oh, didn't it? I mean, go back and look at that. That was kind of interesting. But, all right, we're going to toss one guy into the other, and once he's down, we're going to cuff them both. Look at that. We got lucky. It didn't actually make us have that cinematic moment. Now, there are a whole bunch of these crowbar, like lockers, the red lockers with the crowbar ability. Those are for a free play element. We will be back for those. And look at this. I ain't wasting no time. See ya! He's out of here. And look at that. We got a handheld up above. We can jump up to it using our jetpack. It helps us get up there. And we're going to go ahead and beam ourselves up one more time. Look at that. All right, we got a crowbar spot, and inside looks like some sort of a repair spot. So we'll need to switch to our robber edition first, and then, of course, crowbar this door open and get inside and switch to our construction version of Chase McCain. That's right. And we'll go ahead and see what's inside this little fuse box here. What do we got? What do we got? What's it going to do? Oh, opens the hatch. Is that good or bad? Well, it's the way out of here. It's right up above us. That was nice. All right, so follow the old stud trail right up top, but beware, there's some baddies waiting for us. Go ahead and throw him down. That's right. Triangle for you. Triangle for you. Let's see. Stuff. Oh, cuffed. Yes. All right. We are good to go. We've got a little switch back here. We'll flip that bad boy and see what it does for us. All right. So the crane, it's the claw again. What's it going to do? Oh, what's this? Is that a power core of some sort? We'll just have to wait and see what that good crane does for us. Oh, it dropped down a little ledge that we can hop out onto. What a good patron. That's right. And, hey, speaking of patrons, you could be a good patron, too, by heading over to patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming. I know you're like, wait, that's kind of out of left field. Booyaka show. Look at that. You were wondering, huh? All right, we have used the old jetpack to get on over to this ledge. And look at that. We got ourselves a spice crate. Spice crate. Now, is this the one I mess up on? I'm positive there's one coming up that I mess up on. Nope, it's not this one, so it must be in level 14 or 15, perhaps. But we go ahead and get the correct color sequence there, and it drops a box in for us. That was mighty convenient. And inside, as you might have guessed, there is a stick of dynamite. So switch on over to the miner and slam dunk that bad boy, and let's see what happens. Oh, it opens the door. We'll go ahead and hop in, and off to a cutscene.
I will never help you.
Oh, really?
No! Stop it! No! Stop it! I can't take anymore!
That's quite enough, Rex.
Phew! Oh.
My dear Professor. Oh, hang on. Oh, this silly computer. My dear Professor Kowalski, please, be reasonable.
Forrest Blackwell!
Forrest Blackwell?
You lied to me! You said my research would benefit society!
Oh, it will. Just not this society. The society which spurned my gift. The society which made me look like a fool when I offered them paradise.
Building your monstrosity in Bluebell National Park would have caused a poisonous fallout. None of the wildlife would have survived.
Oh, boo-hoo! Like we don't have enough squirrels.
Go on, do your worst.
Professor, I would never hurt you.
Dad!
Oh, my Natalia!
I've seen what they're planning! Don't help them!
Off you go, my dear. I trust my intentions are clear.
Yes, the password for the device is Forest Blacksmell.
Looks like it works.
Thank you, Professor.
This silly computer.
Will somebody get me a new computer?
What about my daughter?
What about her?
Oh, Natalia, what have I done?
Whoa! Room service?
Yeah, not sure they're buying that one there, Chase. But, hey, all right, we got some more bad guys as per usual. Oh, I got lucky there. I tossed one into the other, and one fell down. All right, a couple astronauts. I do believe there's another group of these guys on the far right side of the room. But all right, first things first. Once this first group is taken care of, let's go ahead and use our grapple gun provided by our first undercover edition of Chase McCain. That's right, the police edition. And look at that, we've grappled down some bricks, and what do we got? We got some sort of a power situation. We're gonna step up to the old icon, and look at that, we got some power. So that's right, you got the touch, you've got the power. All right, I always reflect back to that. That's childhood memories right there. Come on, guys. All right, we got a Mohawk guy down. Oh, we're grappling him and tossing him all around. Kicking these astronauts till they fall down. Oh, look at this. I love the old jambalaya. All right, we've tossed him up and around, and now he's all the way down. So we're going to switch on over to our robber edition. And, well, I guess we don't have to crowbar that open. Maybe that's for something else. I thought we had to do that. But bust open the box. How about that? Pick up the old crate there and take it on over to the green base plate with the green arrow above it and build up that second power nodule. And, of course, you'll probably see a little icon pop up on the ground there. Yep. Go ahead and approach it. Hit the icon indicated and watch it spin around and power it up. Now, there are a whole bunch of studs floating around there, and unfortunately, I miss out on a couple of them. But luckily for us, though, it does power up the other two nodules. It completes the circuit. That's right, we complete it. And once it's all good to go, the UFO pops up. And next, we got to get up top so that we can go ahead and find out where Kowalski is. But it turns out I was right. We do need to use our crowbar. We'll go ahead and crowbar the door open and switch back on over to our construction guy. And inside, he'll flip open this fuse panel and see what we can see. What do we got? What's it going to do for us? Come on, what's it going to do? Ooh, it turns on a fan. A little high-rise flying here. This is always dangerous. Again, I would not try this at home, boys and girls. And I'm not sure what's going on over here. There's a blue stud. You might need... Oh, I bet you need to go to the other side. I see there's a little handhold there. I didn't see that the first time. So we'll ride the old fan up top and bust open the crate, finding some buildable bricks, which turn into a nice little teleporter. So... switch on over to Neil McCain Strong, and look at that. We've teleported on over. We got a couple of bad guys waiting for us. Go figure. And look at that. There's Kowalski. He's actually right there. And are you going to try to sumo me again? I thought we already went over this, buddy. You're not big enough for that to work. But, oh, the old step on the toes is always gets them. Always. Now, once you get all three of these bad guys dealt with, go ahead and approach the computer terminal there, and feel free to press the icon indicator, which should actually release the Kraken. No, I'm just kidding. It should give us Kowalski. And look at that. We've got this weird laser arm coming in, and... yep, we saved him. He's free. Now he's got to tell us... oh, what? What? More bad guys? Nope, it's the way out. But this is where it gets a little bit squirrely. We're actually going to have to fly the UFO. So I don't know if this is a little homage to, well, I mean, I guess there's lots of alien movies where you have to fly an alien spacecraft. But it really made me think of a specific movie where Will Smith flies a UFO, and I guess Jeff Goldblum better be mentioned as well. Either way, hop in the UFO and get on UF out of here.
We are out! Oh, brilliant flying, pilot man.
Oh, my bad.
Well, would you look at that? Special Assignment 13, Disruptive Behavior is complete! Now, we didn't quite get to that Real City Hero requirement, but that's alright, we'll be back for that later. We did get a gold brick for completing the level, though, and you might have noticed we didn't get a trophy achievement. That's because we have not completed the chapter. We have a little bit more flying of this UFO to do and some other things, and we'll check that out, but there's a lot of dialogue coming up, so let's go ahead and tune in and see what, how the story unfolds.
We must hurry to Blackwell's mansion! Natalia is there!
Yeah, she could hurt someone. And we need to figure out what Blackwell's up to. What was the research you were doing for him?
I was developing a phased polarity exclusion field.
Right. Now, obviously, I understand what that is, but how would you describe it to, say, a child?
Imagine you have a pair of subatomic particles.
A younger child than that?
It's a kind of a magic bubble which nothing can get through.
Wow. What's he gonna use that for?
I don't know. All I do know is that he wants revenge against Lego City.
Then I'd better warn the police department. Ellie, I got into the base. It was inside Mount Cashmore. And get this. Forrest Blackwell is an evil mastermind, and he's behind this whole thing.
Forrest Blackwell? But he's a good guy. He was just on the TV. He was stroking this white cat. Oh, wait, he is evil.
What? Why was he on TV?
He's holding a press conference outside Blackwell Tower this afternoon. Said he had some news which would change Lego City forever. Everyone's gonna be there.
Well, you've got to stop him. Tell the chief.
I will, but, do you have some evidence I can give him? Or donuts?
No, but I'm gonna get some.
Ooh, I would quite like an apple-filled donut, please.
Evidence! I'm gonna get some evidence.
Okay, look, I'll go to Blackwell Tower. Most of the department's gonna be there for the press conference anyway, and I'll keep working on the chief. But call me as soon as you've got something he has to act on.
Thanks, and be careful.
We are close. Blackwell has a private helipad we can make use of.
So yeah, here's the thing. When we arrive, we actually are greeted by a whole bunch of baddies. So we actually have to take all of them out and then simply approach the computer terminal, which will take us into yet another cutscene. I know, right? Lots of cutscenes, but hey, that's good. There's a lot of story to be told, and there's lots of who's, what's, and whys being unfolded. So yeah, use your jetpack to go ahead and make your way across the cliffs. Hopefully you don't fall down and plummet to your doom. That's right, I know. I'll come up with a better term so I don't have to say that like a million times. But hey, check this out. I get put on my scaredy pants here, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this. No, I'm just kidding. I tried to go and take down the guy I just threw, but it didn't work out. So I made sure to get way far away from that so I would not engage with that spot again. And I just start taking them down. Now, you guys can do it however you want. Grabbing the guys and throwing them certainly helps. Of course, using the counter attack is also a good maneuver. But no matter how you look at it, as soon as they get flat on their back, make sure you throw the old cuffs on them. So, all right, I'm going to miss out on this guy again. No! Sometimes it's just the end. Oh, I got him! Woohoo! All right, so final guy, and I'm sure they'll have some sort of final finish him moment. No, I was able to grab him. And, oh, I gave him the old tumble eye. So it turns out there was a finishing moment. All right, so we are good to go. Now we'll just go ahead and approach this glowing police crest and see what's up.
Think you can open it?
There you go.
Well, I could have done that. Blackwell's mansion is huge. We should split up.
Yes, good luck, Chase.
Peekaboo! Oh, look at that. It's Special Assignment 14, breaking and re-entering. What? This is actually going to take us all the way through old, what's-his-face's house. That's right, we are finally at Blackwell's, and we're going to go ahead and take out his henchmen who are trying to hold it down. And look at this place. This is pretty lavish. This is like something like Tony Stark would have or something. Look, there's even a playground with slides and stuff. That's pretty awesome. But all right, we are off and running. And of course, we see a few bluesies and we got to go grab them. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. And I tried to stun them with my phasers here, but unfortunately, that's all it does is just stun them. It does not take them out. It'd be nice if I just had a gun that I could just go pew, pew, pew and take them all down. But nope, we got to take them out the old-fashioned way, cuff them and stuff them. So knock them down and stack those cuffs around the wrist. And then look at that. Give him the old Mortal Kombat. Finish him and take him down. So I don't know if that was like the Sub-Zero specialty or what. But we took him down. He's out. And next up, we pull out our construction outfit. And we get our drill on this weird little ground spot here, which reveals a bigger drill spot. And we eventually drill ourselves all the way to a stick of dynamite. I'm not sure why there was dynamite in the ground out there, but we'll take it. We'll slam it in the old brown barrel out in front of the house here. And look at that. Booyaka show. We have knocked off a bunch of bricks. And what have we revealed? Anything? Nope. But what we did do is... well, what did that do? I don't think it did anything, actually. What we need to do next, though, is come all the way over here and use our crowbar on this door. Actually, no, I was wrong. It's an axe. I don't know why those look so much alike to me. I should figure that out one of these days. It's almost the end of the game, so I might miss my opportunity to get that squared away before it's too late. But anyhow, we got our router out, and we're going to go ahead and pick this safe. And look at that. We are inside, and what do we got? We got ourselves a key. So we'll take this key, and we'll take it on back over to the door where the old green arrow is pointing. And look at this. We can actually gain access into the front side of the house now. And we got some studdage on the far right and some studdage on the far left as well. But most importantly, there's a big crate in here with some buildable bricks that we'll need to take out to this green base plate out front. Of course, there's a green arrow indicating where it needs to be, so that's helpful. And look at that. We are going to build up ourselves an RC car with an explosive. Look at that. I don't know. It's got a little bump in the trunk. It looks like little instead of your subwoofers, it's got a I don't know. It's got some explosions. We're gonna go big bada boom over here. Boom. That's right. Open the garage, and inside we've got all sorts of stuff, including a panel. Look at that. See, we needed to get rid of that electricity so we could get up them stairs up to the pool side, man. It's time to get our tan on. So we're going to go ahead and address this panel by switching over to our construction outfit. And look at that. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right. Officially accessible. So now we can grab all these studs and make our way back on over there. And all the way up top. I can already see there's some guys up there waiting for me poolside. Doesn't look like any of them are wearing any Speedos, though. So that's a little relieving. I don't know, they're not really dressed for poolside attire, I don't think. You can actually pick these guys up and throw them over the edge or into the pool, or, of course, the old counterattack button works nicely, too. All right, on the patio here, there are some, a little bit of furniture. We're going to have to destroy some of that stuff, and eventually we're going to find some bricks, I believe, that we're going to need to build up into something. Wait for it. I do believe it's right on over here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Bad guys, though. We'll go ahead and take those guys out by picking them up. And hey, if you have not already and you happen to be on Twitter, go ahead and follow us. And we got links down below in the video description to go ahead and guide you to all of our social media pages. So speaking of guiding you, I told you had to bust open some of this patio furniture. Panio. I don't know what a panio furniture is, but I should investigate that. It sounds interesting. But it turns out it's we got to follow a little tracker spot here. So pull out your iPad and track it all the way down over to this weird, like, sandy beach-like area. And it turns out there's a wheel that we can grab. And we'll take that wheel and we need to use it on over here so we can go ahead and drain the pool. That's right. So look at that. We need to get down to that color swapper because inside well, I guess it's not inside. Over to the left-hand side, we need to go ahead and change the color of that power circuit or that node, whatever you want to call it. And look at that. We officially have drained the pool, so we can get in here and switch on over to a robber edition of Chase McCain. And look at that. We've got red on us, so we can go ahead and pick it up and shoot that green switch that's right there to the left side of the pool, which is actually going to deactivate that climbable wall. So now we can scale that and get up onto the rooftop. So Blackwell doesn't stand a chance as we have so many different items, tools, and stuff. And you know, I'm sure he's probably sitting somewhere going, where does he get those wonderful toys? Oh, wait, that's the Joker in Batman, huh? Although, Chase McCain's kind of like Batman. I mean, he might not have all the money that, Bruce Wayne has, but he's certainly got all the toys. He's got access to a lot of stuff. He destroys the city and doesn't ever have to pay for it. Bruce Wayne does that all the time. Well, Batman, I guess, does it, but... anyhow, we've got a little farming to do over on the right-hand side. A little watering some plants. That's right. Blackwell's apparently on vacation, and his people that were supposed to water his plants didn't do a very good job. Hey, if you're looking for a red brick, we're going to save that for the free play, but I'm pretty sure that over there that space crate is going to kick down with a red brick, and I even think it's the 6X, the 6 times. But we'll save that. We'll come back and get it. We got it 2 times, and we're going to save all of our multipliage for a later date, too. We're going to come back and get all of these Real City Hero requirements in our free play as well. So, all right, use your mining costume to go ahead and remove the black or dark gray bricks. And inside or behind those, you're going to find a little control panel. So switch on over to your construction outfit, fix that panel all up, and you might have noticed that there's a secret entrance down below now. So take out any remaining bad guys and collect the studs up above. I guess you don't have to, but you know us. We got to get them all. So I was a little worried I might actually do something silly like collect a collectible, which so far I've done a pretty good job on. But so I bailed out of there, literally bailed down below. And now we're going to pull out our crowbar and see what we can find inside this doorway here. So ripped open and inside we go. Now that we're inside the office, we get a phone call from Ellie, which we put off for just a second, and we also get greeted by some more bad guys. Imagine that. Boy, Blackwell's payroll must be off the charts on bad guys alone, let alone, I mean, look at all this gold-plated everything, and anyhow. All right, take out all of the bad guys, and I don't remember if you have to smash a box or if you just can actually pull out your tracker and follow the tracking ability, but it actually leads us to a secret book on the wall there, and incoming phone call from Ellie, who tells us she's out in front of Blackwell Tower, and there's a party going on there. In fact, you get to hear a little banter from some people in the background. It's kind of funny, but we're not going to pay much attention to that. We're going to make our way over to the far right side of the room and destroy some of the furniture, which reveals another tracking spot. Follow that all the way over to the bookcase again and pull the second book out, giving us the second green light, which, look at that, secret computer. So we'll go ahead and destroy everything, just because, you know, we got beef with Blackwell. We're going to take everything out. That's right. Leave nothing around. That's right. Brick your couch. Wreck your couch, fool. Wreck your couch. That's right. Sorry, I was channeling my inner Brick James. Some of you might know what that means. Anyhow, we flipped the switch on the secret hidden computer. It actually looks like it lifted up the shades and allowed some light in. And, of course, more bad guys were also allowed in. So I don't know what the deal is. Like I said, there's certainly a lot of guys on payroll here coming to stand up for Blackwell. But we got through them all. And check it out. We've got this safe on the left-hand side. So go ahead and step up to it and crack that bad boy. Inside, we find just what we needed. Some dynamite. So make sure you switch on over to your mining costume and slam dunk that big old stick right in the brown barrel and watch it go kablooey and take us into the final cutscene for Chapter 13.
Did you find Natalia?
No, sorry. But it looks like I found Forrest Blackwell's secret. He's a model-making nerd.
He is an evil genius. This is his plan. Look, this is my phase polarity and my magic bubble. He means to fly to the moon.
How? The shuttle on Apollo Island isn't big enough for all his cronies. And you can't exactly hide a giant rocket in Lego City. The countdown! Blackwell Tower! Ellie, you have to get everyone away from Blackwell Tower. Now!
Okay, but why?
Blackwell Tower is a rocket. When it takes off, it'll fry everything within 10 blocks. I'm sending you evidence.
Right. Everyone, you need to clear the area!
Look, we don't have long, but we may be able to help.
How?
I'll tell you on the way.
Oh to the yeah, Special Assignment 14, breaking and re-entering complete, which actually wraps up Chapter 13 and gets us that back to Blackwell's trophy achievement. Woo to the who! Well, we didn't quite get that real city hero requirement. We only got the 42, but we did get a gold brick for completing the level. And yeah, now we got to continue this story and see what is ahead of us. We actually we get to go to the moon. Well, I probably shouldn't totally tell you everything that's going to happen, but hey, we got Chapter 14 and Chapter 15 coming up shortly, and we hope you guys have enjoyed this, but that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for Lego City Undercover Chapter 13 Secrets Story. And hey, if you have not already, check out this Thumbie Must See video, and of course follow us on any of our social medias, which links to those can be found down below. And you know, we've got lots of exclusive content over at HappyThumbsGaming.com. Do yourself a favor and click that link, check it out. As for me, that's gonna do it for now. As always, until next time.